Hello guys, today I am going to explain quadratic equation. The general form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Whenever you will see there is x square, okay, the highest power of the x or the highest power of the variable, here variable is x, the highest power, if the highest power is 2, that is called quadratic equation, ax square, and this is the general form for the quadratic equation that you have to keep it in your mind. Ax square plus bx plus c, here will be constant number, equal to 0. This is quadratic equation. In our syllabus, we have three ways to solve quadratic equation. We can solve by three different methods: by factorization, by formula, and by completing the square method. So today I will explain all these three methods. I will solve different type of questions. And first we will discuss how to solve quadratic equation by factorization. And then I will explain how to solve quadratic equation by formula. And then we will do completing the square method. So all these three methods are in your syllabus. So we have to know. Sometimes they are giving you the free option, like they will write the question that solve 4x square minus 5x plus 3 equal to 0. This is just example, okay? They will give you the quadratic equation and they will not put the condition. They will just write solve. So you are free to use whatever the method you want to use, either factorization or formula or by completing the square method. You can use any one of them. Sometimes they will put the condition, solve this, and they will write here condition by factorization, or sometimes by formula, or sometimes by completing the square method. If they will write the condition, and you solve this by formula, then you are bound to use only this method. You cannot use factorization or completing the square method because you have to follow the exam instructions, or you can say that you have to follow the questions requirement of the question. So let's start by first method we will discuss by factorization. Let us start. So let us start, guys. How to solve quadratic equation by factorization. The first method is solve quadratic equation by factorization. For factorization, the arrangement should be in the same like general form, what it was, ax square plus bx plus c. And x square term should be on the first position, then x term, then constant number. And already, if we will concentrate on the question, already they give us the arranged form, x square plus 7x plus 10. Any x square term is the first one, and then x, and then constant number. So how you will solve? What is the coefficient of x square? If there is no number, like here, what is the number here? The coefficient of x square at this time is 1. If there is no number, we will consider that there is positive 1. The first step, you have to multiply this with the constant number, even with sign, okay? Positive 1 is going to multiply with positive 10. So we can write here positive 10. The answer is positive 10. Okay. And what is at the center? Positive 7. You have to write here positive 7. Then you have to think what two numbers. You have to start from table 2, then go to table 3, then step by step move on. Which two numbers, when you will multiply them, the result should be positive 10. And when you will add or subtract them, the result should be positive 7. So 2 plus 5. In this case, if we will think positive 2 and positive 5, yes, when I will multiply them, when I will multiply these two, I will get positive 10. And when I will add them, positive 2, positive 5, okay, positive 5, I will get positive 7. So these are the two factors, or you can say these are the two numbers that fulfill these two conditions. This method is called also the second name of this one, mid-term breaking. Actually, we are breaking. So how you will write the first step, you will write x square. And this we are going to break into two parts. What are the factor we found? We will write here. Like first we will write positive 2x plus, what is the second factor or second number? 5 and x. So technically, if you will concentrate, it was 7x, and we break this into two different parts, positive 2 and positive 5. And the constant number we will write as it. Now, now we got four terms here. So we learned in the last lesson that how to factorize four terms. We will make a pair, this one and this one. What is common from the first pair? X. What we have to write inside the bracket? X plus 2. What is common from this pair? Positive 5. What we have to write inside the bracket? X plus, what is the number here? 10 divided by 5, 2. And I told you in the last lesson that if these brackets are same, if you will see that these two brackets are same, it means you did everything correct till here. Now the same bracket we will write one time, or you can say that we will take out common x plus 2, and in another bracket we have to write outside numbers x plus 1. So we solved the quadratic equation, or you can say three terms. Okay, these are the three terms, 1, 2, and 3. We solved three terms. Mostly three terms are quadratic equation. We solved the quadratic equation and we made these factors. Hopefully, guys, you understand this one. Please do the practice of this one without calculator, because these questions will come in your paper 2 without calculator. Now, question number 2. Again, they give us factorize and the three terms, and it is quadratic equation. So in the question number 1, we do not have here any digit. So we assumed that there is 1. But this time we have number 2. So the process is the same. First, we will multiply these two numbers and we will write 2. Positive 2 is going to multiply with positive 3. So the answer will be positive 6. And what is at the center? The center is positive 7. Now you have to think what two numbers, when you will multiply them, the result should be positive 6. And when you will add them or subtract them, the result should be positive 7. So positive, if I will concentrate on table 2, 2 times 3 is 6. But if I will add 2 plus 3, I will not get 7. 6 plus, yes, 6 times 1. When I will multiply them, I will get positive 6. And 6 plus 1, and positive 6, positive 1, we will get positive 7. So these are the two numbers. So then how we will write this one? We will write 2x square as it. Actually, we have to break this one into two different portions or two different parts. And from where we will take the number? These two numbers you will take. So positive 6x and positive 1 mean just you need to write only x. But if you want to write 1 here, it doesn't matter. Positive 3. What is common from the first pair? Now, four terms, and we studied properly how to resolve or how to factorize four terms. What is common from the first two terms? The number 2, and variable is also common, x. What we have to write inside the bracket? Only x plus. Here number is 6 and here is 2. So 6 divided by 2, 3. We have to write 3. What is common from the second pair? No number is common, no variable is common. So we can write 1 is common between them. So x plus 3. After this, you must have to check that your brackets are same or no. If your brackets are same, it means till here you did everything correct. Now the same bracket we will write one time, x plus 3, and outside numbers, any 2x plus 1, you have to write in another bracket. This is, we factorize 3 terms, or you can say we factorize quadratic equation, and we got these two factors. Hopefully, guys, you understand this. Do the practice. And if you have any doubt or any confusion, you can discuss with me. Question number 3, factorize, and they give us 3 terms, or we can say that quadratic equation 3x square, because x square is there. Okay, when I told you whenever you have square, this is called quadratic equation. 3x square plus 13x plus 4. The process is the same, or we will use the same way. You have to do a lot of practice for this method, because these type of questions will be in paper 2 without calculator. So what is the first step, or the first method? You have to multiply these two numbers. Here positive, if there is no sign, it means there is positive. Positive 3 times positive 4, we will get positive 12. Okay, and what is at the center? Positive 13. Now you have to think, what two numbers, when you will multiply them, always when you will multiply them, the result should be positive 12, and when you will add or subtract them, the result should be positive 13. So 12 times 1 is 12, and 12 plus 1 is 13. Yes. So we can write here positive 12 times positive 1. When you will multiply these two numbers, the result will be positive 12, and positive 12 plus positive 1 will give you positive 30. So what are the four terms now? 3x square, as I told you, you have to write as it. This in the center, middle term breaking. This is called midterm breaking method. So what two numbers we will write? Plus 12x plus x, and this 4 also as it, plus 4. After making the four terms, we studied, or we learned properly, that how to form, or how to factorize the four terms. We will form pairs, this pair and this pair. What is common from the first pair? The number 3 and variable x is common. I will take outside 3 and x. Now we have to concentrate what we have to write inside the bracket. In the first place, x and plus. The number here is 12 and here is 3. So 12 divided by 3, 4. What is common from the second pair? Uh, Plus x plus 4. So nothing is common. We can write positive 1, and we have to write this as it. You have to check properly that these two brackets are same. Yes. So it means we did everything correct. X plus 4 is the one of the term, one of the factor, sorry, and this is 3x plus 1 is another factor. If you want to check your answer, when you will multiply them, if you will multiply them, you will get the same result like the given question. Suppose if you want to check, multiply x with both, so we will get 3x squared, and x with 1, so positive x, and now you have to multiply this 4 with both, so positive 12x and positive 4, then add or subtract the like terms, so 3x squared plus 13x plus 4. It's the same like the given question. Hopefully, guys, you understand. But the reverse process you need not to show in the exam because they ask only the factor, factorize them. So just make the factor and that's it. This is your final answer. Question number 4. Factorize 2x cube plus 10x square minus 12x. This is called cubic equation because the highest power is 3 and x is common and 2 is also common from all these terms. So first, whenever you have cubic, first try to take common. Here we can take 2 common because 2, 10, and 12 all are divisible by 2. So we can take 2 common and x also we can take common. So what we have to write inside the bracket, x square plus 10 divided by 2, 5, and x, because the power is 2. So 1 we already took it outside. So 1 we have to write here. Negative 12 divided by 2, 6. This is the answer. Just this is not the final answer. We have to factorize completely. We just took common. Inside the bracket, we can observe now we formed quadratic equation. So we have to solve. What is the number here? 1. And we will follow the same method. We'll multiply 1 with the negative 6. So we will write here negative 6. Now we have to think what two numbers, when we will multiply them, the result should be negative 6. And what is at the center? Positive 5. When we will add or subtract those two numbers, the answer must be positive 5. So 2 times 3 is 6, but negative 6 we can get, but not positive 5. So let us try with positive 6 and negative 1. When you will multiply these two signs, yes, negative and 6, the first condition is fulfilled. And positive 6, negative 1, when you will add or subtract them, two different signs, two different symbols, we have to subtract them. The answer is positive 5. Yeah, so these are two are the main factors. How to write this one? 2x, and inside we will write x square plus 6x minus x and minus 6. So technically, positive 5x we divided into two parts, or you can say we broke middle term we broke into two portions, positive 6x minus x. Now inside the bracket we form four terms. So we will make pair this and this. 2x, we can make the square bracket. What is common from the first pair? X is common. And what we have to write inside? X plus 6. What is common from the second pair? No variable is common, no number is common, but negative is common. Negative here and here. So we have to take negative 1 outside as common. And if you remember, guys, I told you whenever you have to take negative common, and if you want to take negative common, this sign you must have to change. I explained in factorize how to factorize four terms. You can watch that video. I explained properly that if we have to take here negative common, then you must have to change this sign. So this will be positive 6. After this, we can check the brackets are same. Yes, the two brackets are same. These two brackets are same. So now we can write the final answer 2x. In the first bracket, we can write x plus 6, and in the second bracket, x minus 1. What are the numbers are outside? We have to write in another bracket. This is the full factorized form for this question. Okay, hopefully, guys, you understand. Do the practice, and if you have any doubt or any confusion, you can discuss with me. Question number 5. Solve the equation 6x squared plus x minus 2 equal to 0. This is quadratic equation, but now they said solve. So, guys, what is the meaning of solve? Solve mean you have to find out the value of the given variable. What variable is involved in this question? X. So solve mean we have to find out the value of the variable x in this question. We will use the same method how that we learned in question number 1, 2, and 3 and 4, how to factorize. But one more steps, two steps will be there after factors. I will show you properly now. 6 is going to multiply -2. Positive 6 is going to multiply with the -2. So we will get -12. Okay. What is at the center? The center is +1. If there is no number, we will consider that there is 1. So +1 in there. We have to think two numbers. When you will multiply them, the result should be -12. And when you will add or subtract them, the result should be +1. So 4, I think 2 times 6 will give us 12, but not 1. If you will add or subtract 6 and 2, we will not be able to get +1. So +4 and -3 will give us, when you will multiply them, the result should be -12. Okay. And +4 and -3, you will, when you will add or subtract them, actually in this case we have to subtract them, so we will get +1. So these two are the factors. So how to write? 6x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 2 equal to 0. We made 4 terms. Now we will form the pair. What is common from the first pair? The number is 2 and x is common. What we have to write inside the bracket? Here 6 divided by 2, 3x plus, what is the number here? 4. 4 divided by 2, 2. What is common from the second pair? No number is common, no variable is common, so negative is common. We will take it out, -1 common. What we have to write? 3x. And if you remember, if you are going to take negative, then you have to change this. So this will become +2 equal to 0. Till here, you can see that our brackets are same. It means we did everything correct. We will write 3x plus 2, and in another bracket we will write 2x minus 1 equal to 0. So two factors are equal to 0. It means you can form the equation here, or you can form the column, and you can write 3x plus 2, either this one equal to 0 or 2x minus 1 equal to 0. As this is very important question, this type of questions will come in your paper 2 or in paper 4, because we have to find out the value of x. First, we were making the factors and we were leaving the answer here. Yes. But after making the factor, you have to find out the value of x. So you have to write either this equal to 0 or this equal to 0. From here, how to find out the value of x? We will shift this +2 to the other side. This will become -2. So we will write 3x is equal to -2, and this 3 is multiplying with x. So when you will shift to the other side, you have to divide. We will write x is equal to -2 over 3. This is the first answer. We got it. Second answer, how to get this one? We will shift this -1 to the other side. When you will shift -1 to the other side, it will become +1. So we will write 2x is equal to 1. We will shift this 2, that is multiplying with x. When we will shift to the other side, you have to divide. So we will write x is equal to 1 over 2. Okay, these two are the solutions. We solved the quadratic equation and we got these two answers. Please do the practice of these type of questions. If you have any doubt or any confusion, you can discuss more. Question number 6. Sometimes they are asking both. In part 1, you can see they ask factorize. Quadratic equation is given 15x square minus 2x minus 8. Quadratic equation is given and we have to factorize. And in the B part, they said solve the same equation 15x square minus 2x minus 8 equal to 0 and for 1 mark. So the same question like question number 5, but they split into two parts. First, make the factors and then put them equal to 0 and find out the answer. Let us do together this question. The number here is 15. 15 times negative 8, positive 15. 15 times negative 8 is negative 120. Negative 120. So you will write here negative 120. And what is at the center? Negative 2. We can see center is negative 2. We have to think a lot to make the factors. What two numbers, when you will multiply them, the result should be negative 120. And when you will add or subtract them, the result should be negative 2. So 10 times 12 is negative 120. And let us try 10 times negative 12 times 10. When you will multiply these two numbers, we will be able to get negative 120, and negative 12 plus 10 is plus 10. We will be able to get negative 2. So these two are the numbers that fulfill these two conditions. Let us write 15x square, and this negative 2 midterm breaking, we can write negative 12x, positive 10x, and negative 8. Till here it's the same. And now we will make the pairs. What is common from here? Number is 3 and x. So 3x is common. What left inside? The number here 15 divided by 3, 5 and x, minus here number is 12 and outside is 3. So 12 divided by 3, 4. From the second pair, we can see 2 is common. The number 2 is common. So 10 divided by 2, 5 and x and minus 4. We can observe that brackets are same. These two brackets are same. So we did everything correct. We have to write 5x minus 4, 3x plus 2. So if they will say, or if they will ask factorize, so these two are the factors. 5x minus 4 and 3x plus 2. These two are the factors. But now in the B part, they are asking solve. Solve means we have to find out the value of the given variable. And also you can see they are asking the values of x. So the same factors now you have to write equal to 0. So here you have to write 5x minus 4, 3x plus 2 equal to 0. It means either the first factor equal to 0 or the second factor equal to 0. 5x minus 4 equal to 0 or 3x plus 2 equal to 0. From here, when you will shift negative 4 to the other side, it will become positive 4. And this 5 is multiplying with x. So when you will shift to the other side, you have to divide. So directly we can write x is equal to 4 over 5. This is one answer, 4 over 5. And from here, When you will shift positive 2 to the other side, it will become negative 2. And what number is beside x? 3. So this will be in the division. So we can write x is equal to negative 2 over 3. Negative 2 over 3. Guys, please do the practice of these type of questions and don't mix both things. Factorize mean just you need to make the factor and leave as it. Okay. When they will write solve, then you have to find out the value of the variable x or y or whatever they will give it to you. Hopefully you understand. If you have any doubt or any confusion, you can discuss with me. Do the practice. Guys, now we are going to discuss solve quadratic equation by formula. They wrote here the solution of quadratic equation. It will be a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. You have to arrange in order. X square should be in the first position, then x, and then constant number, then must be equal to 0, so that we can find out the values of a, b, c. What are a, b, c? For the formula, we need the coefficient of x square, coefficient of x with sign, and coefficient of or the constant number. So two coefficients and constant number. And the values of a, b, c we need to find out first to substitute in the formula, and then we will be able to find out the values of x. This formula will be given to you in the formula sheet, either in paper 2 or in paper 4 without calculator and with calculator. In both papers, this formula will be given: minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. This formula we will use to find out the solution. But how would we know in the exam that I have to factorize or I have to use the formula? Sometimes they are writing, sometimes they are not writing. Like in this example, like this question number 7, they did not write anything. They just wrote solve the equation. We can see only quadratic equation is there. 2x squared plus x minus 2. Show your working and give your answer correct to two decimal place. They did not mention here that you have to use the factorization or formula or by completing the square method. So I'm going to give you the hint. You have to use that properly. You have to read the question carefully so that you can save your time. Otherwise, some students are applying in this question by factorization method. They are trying to solve by factorization method and they are wasting their time. And later on, they found that this question we did not or we are not able to solve by factorization. So, whenever you will see the statement, show your working and give your answer correct to two decimal place. So actually they are giving you the hint that use formula. Okay. Whenever you will see correct to two decimal place or correct to three decimal place, give your answer correct to two decimal place or three decimal place. It means they are giving us the hint, use the formula to solve this quadratic equation. And mostly this question is coming for 4 marks. Look, you can see here, this question is from the past paper and it is coming for 4 marks. And you have to show all the steps. Like first step, you have to write the values of A and B and C. What is A? Positive 2. What is the value of B? Positive 1. And what is the value of C? Negative 2. After this, you have to write the formula. X is equal to minus B. Better if you will write in the bracket, minus and bracket, b plus minus square root bracket b square minus 4, two brackets, minus 4 ac, and here also bracket 2a. This is the best way to write the values inside the bracket, but put because sometimes we are getting the negative values. So if you will not substitute the values in the bracket, you maybe there is a chance you will do the mistake. Now we will substitute. After writing the values, this is the first step. You have to show to the examiner. Then you have to write the formula. Now we are going to substitute. X is equal to minus, what is B? 1 plus minus 1 square minus 4. A is 2 and C is negative 2 over 2 times 2. Let us solve now. What is the answer? X is equal to minus 1 plus minus square root of 1. This negative and this negative will become positive. 4 times 2, you have to multiply 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 2, 16 over 4. Okay. And then inside the square root, we will be able to solve. X is equal to negative 1 plus minus square root 17 over 4. You should not leave your answer here. If they will write the statement, leave your answer in surd form. Leave your answer in surd form. Then you have to leave your answer in this way. Surd form means square root. Okay. Square root form, in the form of square root, leave your answer in the surd form. If they will write, there is a question I purposefully I added in this video. The next question, I think question number 8 or 9 is going to come. They will give you the condition, leave your answer in surd form, then we will leave here. But as they said correct to decimal place, it means from here now you have to use the calculator and solve these and write the answer. One is positive, one is negative. You can separate from here, you can make the column and separate from here. One answer will be positive. X is equal to minus 1 plus square root 17 over 4. And the other answer will be X is equal to negative 1 minus, because one time positive, one time negative, you have to separate. Now you can use the calculator. And these questions will be, if they will write the statement, give your answer to 2 decimal place or 3 decimal place, it means these questions will be in paper 4 with calculator. Calculator minus 2. Okay. I got the answer 0.780. You have to mention, you have to write 0.78077. And this answer is X is equal to negative 1.28077. But do you remember what was the statement? Give your answer to 2 dp, 2 decimal place. So you have to underline second digit after decimal. You have to underline, and then we will see, can we round this number? No. So what will be the final answer? 0.78. And from here, there is again 0. We cannot add. So the answer will be negative 1.28. If you will write all these steps, you have to show all these steps, then you will be able to get these 4 marks. Okay, do the practice. If you have any doubt or any confusion in formula, you can discuss with me. Question number 8. Solve the equation 2x square minus 3x minus 4 equal to 0, giving your answers in A part in surd form and B part accurate to 2 decimal place. So it means 2 decimal place is the biggest hint. And also surd form is another hint that you have to solve this quadratic equation by formula. So what is the first step? We have to write the values of A, B, C. What is A? The coefficient of x square is A. The coefficient of x is b, so b is -3, and c is constant number, that is -4. After this, we have to write the formula, and then we will substitute the values. -b plus minus square root of b square minus 4a and c over 2a. Then we will substitute the values. What is b? -3 plus minus -3 square minus 4. What is a? 2, and c is -4 over 2a. Now we will solve this one. Negative is going to multiply with negative, so it will be +3, positive negative 9, because 3 square is 9. Okay, and this negative and this negative will become positive. So 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 4, 32 over 4. Add them. X is equal to 3 plus minus 41. Square root of 41, because 9 plus 32 is 41 over 4. This is the fulfillment, or you can say that we fulfill the condition for A part in said form. You can leave your answer. This is A part. You can write x is equal to 1 time positive, 1 time negative, 3 plus 41 over 4, or x is equal to 3 minus 41 over 4. This is the A part. Now you have to use here a calculator to give the answer to B part. X will be equal to what are the values? 2 negative 3 negative 4. Okay. So for B part, this at 2 decimal place. First, you have to mention the calculator answer 2.3507a, or x is equal to this one. You will be able to get -0.8507a. Now we have to give the answer to 2 dp, 2 decimal place. Yani after point, the second digit. You have to correct the second digit after point. So in this case, we will not add, because here is 0, so we will not add. So the final answer is x is equal to 2.35, or x is equal to, in this case also we will not add, -0.85. Okay, hopefully guys, you understand how to solve by formula. And in this question, if you will observe, in A part, we give the answer in third form. Leave your answer in third form. Third form means square root form. And in B part, they asked us to give the answer to 2 decimal place. So we solve this. Leaving the answer in the form of square root of 41 as it. This is called third form. Okay, this is A part and B part. Hopefully you understand. If you have any doubt or any confusion, you should discuss with me. Okay. Question number 9, and the last method how to solve quadratic equation. We already studied how to solve quadratic equation by factorization and by formula. This is the third method and very important method, by completing the square. Quadratic equation will be given like in this form, x square minus 4x, and you have to close in this form. And how would you know in the exam that you have to use by factorization? This the same question you have to solve by factorization, by formula, or by completing the square. This hint, this statement will be there. F of x is just the same like y. F of x can be written in the form of this. Look here, they closed something in square. So this is the biggest hint, that you have to use the completing the square. Completing the square, something you should close in square. Find the values of m and n. So what are the steps? Let's start this question. How to solve this question? The first step, you have to write x values as it, and x square and 4x. Okay. And then positive bracket square minus bracket square, and this constant number you have to write at the last. Why positive bracket and negative bracket? Because this is the rule for the mathematics. If you have to add something, you have to subtract the same thing, so the equation will be balanced. To keep the equation balanced, whatever you are going to add, you have to subtract. What we have to add? What is the coefficient of x? 4. That you have to divide by 2. Always you have to divide by 2. Whatever the answer will come, that answer you have to write inside the bracket. Okay. We have two, three ways to solve this completing the square method, but I think this is the easier one. When you will solve two, three questions, hopefully you will be able to understand, and you will be able to solve these type of questions by the same method. Okay, after writing the number inside the square, you have to take from the first three bracket, we are going to close the square. We have to, we are going to close from the first three terms. What you will see here, the square terms, the square numbers you have to write here, x and 2. Whatever the sign you will see here, whatever the sign you will see here, the same sign you have to write inside the bracket, plus. If you will see here beside 4 negative, then you have to write inside the negative. Okay. And these two you have to solve separately. Like negative 2 square is 4 and negative 6. Then add or subtract them. What is the answer? X plus 2 whole square minus 10. After this, concentrate on the question here. What they want, they said find the value of m and n. So you have to concentrate in which position m is there, this one. So what is the number here? M is 2 and n is outside number. So this is the value of n. And you have to write these two answers in the given space. Here m is 2 and n is negative 10. Okay. Hopefully guys, you understand this, how to solve quadratic equation by completing the square method. Question number 10, write x square plus 8x minus 9 in the form of this. So in the form of this, this is the hint that you have to use completing the square method. And also you can see they give us the hint that something should be closed in square. Okay, how to solve this one? I told you in the previous question, the x values you have to write here. X values mean the terms that have x square plus 8x, and then always you have to write first positive bracket square and then negative bracket square. Either you are in IG or in A level or in AS or wherever you will go, even in the university, always guys first write the positive bracket and then negative bracket. And the constant number you have to write at the last, -9. What we have to write inside the bracket, if you remember, I told you half of the coefficient of x. What is the number here? 8. Yes. What is the half? Because 8 you have to divide by 2, so 4. This number you have to write inside the bracket. After this one, from the first three terms, we are going to close the square. We will write the terms inside. We have square, meaning x and 4. And if you remember, sign always we have to write this sign. If here positive, you have to write here positive. Sometimes you will see negative, so also you have to write here negative. This one we will solve. -4 square is 16 and -9. Then what is the final answer? X plus 4 whole square minus 25. This is in the form they said leave your answer in this form. So we have to write here. This question was for 2 marks. Second question is they are saying use your answer to part A1. Use the answer of part A1 to solve. Solve mean we have to find out the value of x. Okay. If you will use any other method to solve this equation, like by factorization or by formula, you will not get the mark because they mention properly use the answer of part A1. And in this answer, use this answer to solve. And you can put equal to 0. So what we have to do, x plus 4 minus 25 equal to 0. From here, we have to separate the value of x step by step. First, I will shift this -25 to the other side. X plus 4 whole square will give you +25. Now, we want to remove this square. So, I will take both sides square root. To remove this square, we will take square root on both sides. So, we will take square root here and here, so that we can cancel this and this. What we have to write here? X plus 4. And we studied this, whenever we will take the square root or we will find out the square root of the constant number, we have to write plus minus. Square root of 25 is 5. Now we will shift positive 4 to the other side, it will become, or from here you can make column. Okay. X is equal to one time +5, -4, and second time x is equal to +5 and sorry here -5, because one time positive 5 should be one time positive, one time negative. So -4, so -5, -4. What is the answer here? X is equal to 1, and from here x is equal to -9. This is the answer. Hopefully guys you understand properly. Please read the statement properly. Here they said use your answer to part A1, so only you have to use this answer. You cannot use any other method to solve this quadratic equation. Do the practice. Look, 4 marks, 2 marks by completing the square, and 2 marks use the same answer to solve the quadratic equation, and 2 marks for this finding the values of x. Hopefully guys you understand properly how to solve quadratic equation by factorization, by formula, and by completing the square method. Do the practice properly. If you have any doubt or any confusion, you can discuss with me. Take care. Bye.